Last time on Galaxy, with a world formed, 13 nations formed in its various biomes as they begin to grow to the size they are now, which leads us to this week's votes. Ashland, Scorchland, Sweetdom, Greenfield, the Calmarian Empire, Merkin, and the Footmen have all decided to play it safe and chose to do nothing. Albert Lee has decided to rebel the Footmen as the Blessed Brutes rebel Scorchland. The way that rebellions work in this is that there will be a 25% chance to rebel the nation of the nation's choosing, and a 5% chance for your own nation to rebel itself, and 70% for nothing. As we will find out if they succeed later on in the video. I have also allowed the Khan Kingdom and the Shroomers to stop the AI plans by declaring peace, which they both did, as well as I will allow this for future nations as well. Finally, for the wars, the Sourmen declared war on Sweetdom to wipe out the nation that had the hardest time, as Fallout declares war on their neighbor the Footmen. How will this go? Wait and find out in this episode of Galaxy. Roll the intro. Welcome back, everybody, and to episode 2 of Galaxy. If you're all ready for this, you saw the intro, you saw the votes, now let's get going. First, what we're going to do, I'm going to cast Divine Light upon the kings of the Shroomers and the Khan Kingdom to stop them from declaring war. But actually, real quick, I want to show you guys who they'd be declaring war on if they did go through. Shroomers would have been planning war against Greenfield, and the Khan Kingdom against Scorchland. But that's not going to happen today, as we will be casting Divine Light and stopping the war with the little angels. Yep, no more war. Now for the Khan Kingdom. Get healed. Alrighty. Well, now with that, rebellions. Albert Lee tried a rebellion on the Footmen, which failed, and the Blessed Brutes tried a rebellion on Scorchland, which also failed. But, as for what I said in the intro, the wars. The Sourmen declared war on Sweetdom, and Fallout declared war on the Footmen. Now, let's check out these war statistics before we get started, and we let all chaos break loose. For Fallout, we got the Conquest of Fallout, with the Fallout looking to have 8 soldiers to the Footmen 0, and 77 population to the Footmen 69. Nice. But it looks like, yeah, the Footmen are going to have a hard time at first because of their armies, which is none. But now for the Sourmen and Sweetdom, which is the Wicked Battle, with 12 soldiers to none and 63 population to 51. Of course, Sweetdom did have a harder time at first, so we'll see how that goes. But with anything, let's get started. And things are starting to move. Might take a little bit of time for stuff to start moving, but you never know. There's the Shroomers' army of 12 as their second colony. Doesn't seem to have started up an army. And there goes, it's starting to move. But that will take a while, so we'll have to find out later on what happens. The army of 8 is moving in, as it seems like none of the AI has been close enough to each other to actually attack each other. Though the Footman is starting to get up an army. They have an army of 1. And we'll see how that goes. Merkin's still doing anything. They have a large army for a very small nation. Ooh. The Khan Kingdom set up a third colony. Good for them. Ooh. It looks like we got the king here. Ooh, which is an old club. Where's the king? Ah, yes. There's Soldier. The king. He currently has 5 kills, but he is losing health fast unless his orcs are able to get him. And nope, they cannot. Telecha, the Kingslayer. Well, that bloodline is stopping. But we're getting more villages. Top Uz and De Barriere. So, oh yeah, that must have been the Blessed Brutes over here. And the Calmarian Empire. And now it looks like Spearman is king of the footmen. Good for him. With his guard of footmen. I like when they have little names of the kingdom on their thing. But it looks like some nations are actually planning some war. It's wars galore here. Greenfield is planning war against Albert Lee. And Scorchland is planning war against the Khan Kingdom. The Khan Kingdom is much larger than Scorchland. Maybe not by much, but also you have to remember they have Ashland also on their side, with plenty of army to go around as well. And Albert Lee's wanting to plan war now. But against who? The Footmen. I guess that rebellion that they planned in Discord, link below by the way, you should join, actually made sense. They hate them for some reason. Looks like all the humans have been eradicated from the army, as the orcs are going in to fight. And King Spearman is also going in. He shouldn't, because he's an immortal king. He'd be very valuable. Shroomers are really bumping up in population. There we go. Greenfield has declared war on the dwarves of Albert Lee, as the Sourmen are finally making their way over here. And Scorchland has gone to war with the Khan Kingdom. How many wars is that? That's 4 separate wars. What are the name of these wars? A Bloody Clash at Greenfield and the Conquest of Angels. Interesting name. But as for this, let's see. Greenfield has 1 more soldier, and they're up by basically 22 population. We'll have to see how that goes. Their army is moving in already. But the dwarves and humans are already fighting here already. In the Candy area. As we got the Sourmen, their armies here, and it looks like they're fighting a lot of the soldiers of the Candy people. Ashland is also sending in its army of 11 to hopefully help out Scorchland. Though, what will happen? We'll have to wait and see. King Spearman's just destroying houses after everything. He really should not be on the front lines. He needs to protect the bloodline. But it doesn't look like it's going to work out. But also, humans are falling to the elves because, oh god, these elves have bows. Yep, they have bows. That was like their 13 that they got, which is actually pretty good. And Shroomers are planning war. Who are these miscreant elves planning war on? They're planning war against Greenfield, their direct neighbor. Makes sense, honestly, but we'll see how that goes. As they're now at the same basically the same population as Albert Lee, as their army is in here ravaging their lands. We'll have to see how that goes. It is the year 25 in the Age of Hope, and that's the world so far. Let's actually check in on the old wars, the Fallout, and the Sourmen, and seeing what they're doing wrong. Alright, so the Conquest of Fallout. Fallout has 6 army and 65 population, to the Footmen's 18 and 96. And they've lost basically 3 times as much people as the Footmen. I really think it was not a good choice of the Fallout people in the Discord to choose war without having any allies to help. Because orcs are extremely powerful. If they had an alliance with the Merkin, and pincered them from both sides, that would have been really good for them. But what about the Sourmen War? The Wicked Battle. They had the same amount of soldiers. Sourman has more population and has lost 2 less people. Of course, they've only sent in 1 army of basically however many people died, and killed a lot of people as well. The war is getting extremely close. We might be getting our first death of the series, and it might be the winners of last season.
The village has 5. It just increased. But the army of Albert Lee is holding strong and attacking with much grace. Oh, that one guy just got absolutely wrecked by that bunch of dwarves. With 2 population, they're going down. 1, and they're gone. Well, they should be. And as soon as the village is destroyed, the Shroomers are on the attack. As we got Pokey with the Excaliander. Fun thing about the Shroomers, I named them after groomers. And seeing as groomers most often are seen online, I got 2 funny names. Their king, Jimmy Donaldson. I remember what I wanted to name him now. I forgot last time, but I remember. Instead of Jimmy Donaldson, because that's like his name or whatever, Jimmy Bonaldson, because that relates to meth and drugs and shrooms, which are mushrooms, and that relates to some sort of drug thing. I don't know. But yeah, Heavy Club. And then I got Pokey, who's also here. But it does look like the King of Greenfield is on the attack as well. And we'll see how that goes. The village, the strip, was destroyed. So that was actually a city that the Fallout wanted me to name, because it makes sense. Oh, Grog just killed Pokey, that's fun. But then also, the Footmen wanted me to name some stuff for them. So I named their cities, and I named their culture. Their culture is anarchy, because they wanted to just declare war and do everything like that. And Greg Gladiator was slain by a dwarf. Okay. Oh, it's King Wars here. Let's see who wins. Grog and Benny just got... God, every favorite has just been dying already. But it's Spearman versus House. And House has killed Spearman. He is now a Kingslayer, and he's on 3 health. And one more... If someone sneezes on him, he's dead. And there we go. And the king... The King of Scorchland just died. Demoman's dead. No. They got armies in here still from Ashland and Scorchland. Oh my god. But now King Pyro is the king. Good for him, I guess. Oh, but like the actual city is Gotham City. Originally they wanted to name it Gotham City because of anarchy and whatever. But yeah. And Greenfield's dead. I wish I could have seen that, but I was explaining some stuff. And, what's this? Jimmy Bonaldson survived the war. Oh, how fun. Oh, come on! Why is everybody dying? DK got killed, and Funky got killed. Oh my god. I wish I could have gone more into that. That would have been so fun. But, it just doesn't seem to happen. Ashland gained up another city, as Sweetdom sending its own army against the Sourmen. Whoa. Blessed Brutes are planning war against the Khan Kingdom. Fallout. Oh my goodness. Fallout is gonna die here. With only 5 population. 4 population. And they're just destroying the houses. And Gotham City was destroyed. Wow. 2 deaths, 1 episode, and so many wars. Merkin is planning war against Albert Lee, and the Calmarian Empire is planning war against the Shroomers. That'll be interesting to see what happens. And that looks interesting. Looks like Albert Lee and the Footmen, even though they originally wanted to declare war, but they stopped and they declared a rebellion in the vote. It looks like they're planning an alliance. A cross-continental thing between a strong dwarf and a strong orc faction would make a lot of sense. But yeah. Real quick, I just want to ensure I can, if there is anything like this, I want to see. Okay, there's only 1 in-house candy. The Footmen's clans are good. Ashland clans are good. We got Scorchland, Albert Lee, Blessed Brutes, Khan Kingdom, Sourmen, Merkin, Calmarian Empire, and the Shroomers. Well, I guess. Yeah. So, Fallout and Greenfield have been eliminated. Unfortunately. Sad for them. Due to Greenfield not wanting to take the power move and take over Sweetdom as both human nations, and Fallout being stupid enough to thinking they could take on an orc faction without any allies. Unfortunate, as the Footmen get up another colony. Very good. As the Khan Kingdom got killed by... Who's that? It's beat up! As well as his perfect toothpick. That's the leader of the Blessed Brutes. Not the king, but the leader. As the king here, Batal, is still in the nation. And screw that. Come on. They stopped the alliance. And Calmarian Empire, they declared war on the Shroomers. And Merkin declared war on Albert Lee. Wow. Wow. Oh man, the Khan Kingdom is getting absolutely ravaged in its northern sector. We got a lot of dwarves coming in from the north to attack the elves in their northern area.
Sending the goats!
This will be intense. Let's see what the statistics of this war are going to be. Calmarian Empire, 48 to 43 soldiers, though they are 30 less in population, but they do have less deaths, being 1 to their 2. Looks like the Sourmen are sending in another army to go against Sweetdom. Albert Lee got up another one. And Scorchland and Ashland and the Blessed Brutes, they're all going up against them. Though it is separate wars. 40 deaths to 1 death for the Blessed Brutes. Holy crap. That is insane. It's not World War I, because it's multiple factions against multiple factions. But wow. Oh my god. The Shroomers' armies are just moving up. Good thing the Calmarian Empire is doing the same thing. They got their armies here and they're about to wreck house. Time to go cinematic mode. Okay, cinematic thing over. Oh my god. Oh my god, Khan Kingdom just got killed. Okay. This has been intense. This has been intense. Holy crap. Everyone's armies are just moving back. But we still got some wars going on. This has just been insane. We don't got much longer until the next age. I want to stop at the next age and see what the Discord wants to do, because there will be some fun things that'll happen. And if you know, you know. As it looks like the Elves' army got defeated by what remains of the Calmarian Empire's army. Now they're just going in to try and wipe out what they can, as they got another army moving in on the mountains. Though we'll see how that goes. Merkin's still trying to fight Albert Lee with no boats, unfortunately. Sweetdom is losing population ever so steadily, as their king looks to be getting absolutely walloped by the Sourman army. Who's this? Oh, this is just, that was just the king of Sweetdom and whatever, yeah. And they're in the middle of a war. They're even setting up a new colony. Wow. Wow. Yeah. And Footman's planning war. Oh, that'll be interesting to see. I want to save that because time will definitely pass before that. Ooh, but oh my gosh, Shroomers are losing a lot of population to this. What's the statistics so far? Calmarian Empire's 30 to 12 soldiers, 171 to 151. That one's not as bad, but 64 deaths to 131. Elves have lost twice as much as the Calmarian Empire. That has, wow. This video has been intense, and Sweetdom's hit under 60. As they still got some Sourman warriors in here, though they are getting walloped by the remaining Sweetdom civilians. They've wiped out a lot of this area, of this colony. With 10 population in this area, or at least, maybe not 10 population, but 10 units that are in this area. Yeah, destroying that last house, this village will get destroyed. Or at least it should, at least. Man, this has been intense. Oh, so close to planning war, but it's not going to happen in time. They don't got much left. They're gonna get wrecked. This one house, will it get destroyed before time is up? And, oh, I guess they have to just kill off some more people. Well, okay, not what I was expecting. It is now the Age of Tears in the year 38. And the Footmen, which I thought wouldn't have declared war yet, had just declared war. They declared war on the Shroomers. We'll see how that goes, though, because they don't have any boats. Or at least I don't think. Let's see. Nope, being an orc nation, they don't have boats quite yet. But we'll have to see how this goes in the next episode of Galaxy. For people a part of Greenfield, Con Kingdom, and Fallout, you'll get special stuff in the Discord, and I'll let you know what happens. And if you're still watching by this point, I probably should have included this earlier, but I want to make it to at least 200 subs by the new year. I'll probably make that and probably adjust the thing, but as for right now, I want to make it to 200 subs, which I think would be fun. But for now, join the Discord, subscribe, like the video, comment, and I'll see you next time for Galaxy Season 3. Enjoy. Goodbye.